Hello and welcome to the bittersweet Saturday night main event, John Cena's final match review. And John Cena has officially called it a career, and the greatest of all time will step aside. And what a night this was. So much emotion, so much hustle, loyalty, and respect one last time in this card, and it was a lot of fun. We're going to get started right away with the first match of the night, the American Nightmare WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus NXT Champion The Ruler Obafemi, and this match was great. Obafemi was dominating Cody Rhodes, really just throwing him around, striking him. Cody, he had his moments. He was fighting back, getting a lot of momentum, few Cody cutters. It was great. They go to the outside, and Obafemi sees red, throws a huge uppercut over, sends Cody and himself over the table, and when Cody comes back up, his ear is just sliced open, and Cody bleeds. He's kind of like, you can tell he's kind of rattled by it because it's not like purposeful blood, so he's kind of rattled by it a little bit, but they end up getting back in the ring. Oba's going for powerbomb. Cody is just kind of still fighting back. He hits a Cody cutter. Both men are down, and the match ends because Drew McIntyre ruins this perfectly good match. No real winner, but Cody does win via DQ. But Drew McIntyre interfering in Obafemi's biggest match does not set Drew up well because the Ruler doesn't like that. He shoves Drew McIntyre. Cody hits a Cody cutter. Obafemi chokeslams Drew McIntyre. And the ultimate show of respect between these two men. Cody Rhodes holds up Obafemi's arm. Cody goes to leave, but Obafemi grabs Cody's arm and they celebrate. What a great showing for both of these men. I'm okay with the DQ. I mean, it was a little underwhelming, but I'm okay with it because, you still want to build some stories. Plus, you're probably not going to have Oba or Cody lose, so I'm okay with it. Drew McIntyre versus Cody needs to happen soon, and maybe even we get Obafemi versus Drew McIntyre because of this. Maybe. Probably not, but a man can hope. Let's go to the second match of the night. We're not wasting any time. There was, in between every match, they showed a bunch of thank yous and just happy retirement videos, and they showed people ringside. A lot of legends. Tom Brady, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Snoop Dogg. They all had videos. RVD, Kevin Owens, Elias, Eve Torres, Trish Stratus. There's so many names I'm forgetting because there were so many people there. Mark Henry. There were so many people there ringside. But this match was maybe even match of the night. I mean, you could say that for any of the four matches, in my opinion, because they were all really solid. Sol Ruca and Bayley. I saw somebody tweet out, Sol Ruca has the most unnecessary moveset, but I'm so here for it, which is 100% true, because she does a flip before every move, but it looks cool, so I'm not going to complain about it. Bayley was the perfect opponent to put for Sol Ruca. They were both trying to get ahead. Sol Ruca did her moonsault from, running up the apron type thing. Bayley hit a Bayley to belly, but kicked out. But Bayley rolls up Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca kicks out and then hits a soul snatcher right from it. But Bayley rolls out of the ring, but plays possum and pulls Sol Ruca back in. 1, 2, Sol Ruca reverses. 1, 2, 3. Sol Ruca beats former world champion Bayley, Grand Slam Bayley, and Sol Ruca gets the win for NXT. And of course, all four women that were out there show respect to each other, and they all give a little salute to John Cena also. Sol Ruca picks up the win for NXT, and I love that all four of these women got to be on John Cena's card. I'm glad that there was no Zarya or Lyra interference, but I am glad that they were out there. let's move on to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Now, oh my gosh, these guys must have got the, hey, we got to cut your guys' time a little bit, because this match was wild right from the jump. Javon Evans and Leon Slater wasted no time. Both of them super kick AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. They throw him to the outside. They both hit dives. Leon Slater goes over the post. They throw them in, I believe it's Dragon Lee back into the ring, and then hit a frog splash 1, 2, kick out, and then it kind of goes to a more slower match, but I mean, it's still the fastest paced match. It was just wild back and forth. And then they built up to the AJ Styles Javon Evans hot tag, which went crazy. Javon Evans actually ends up hitting an OG cutter, and then Leon Slater tags in and hits a Swanton 450. 1, 2, no. It's not the finish of the match. And Leon Slater is now tagged in with AJ Styles. AJ Styles does unfortunately slip on the phenomenal forearm, but shout out to Leon Slater for thinking quickly and pinning AJ. AJ kicking out, and then they get to hit a really cool reversal type Styles clash for the 1, 2, 3. AJ Lee retains, and of course, all four men once again with the salute to John Cena, showing their love to the greatest of all time. This was so much fun. And then we only have one more match left. John Cena and Gunther. We get more thank yous. We get one from Kane. We get one from Undertaker, Rock, all these people. But The Miz is here. And he doesn't think that it's very awesome that he's left off this card. He's saying that he should be on the card, and, he's wearing the same gear that he won when he beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania. But Ron Cena is here, and he knows that The Miz did something with Nick Aldis's balls. That's what Ron Cena said. I'm just quoting him. And if you don't remember, a few weeks ago, The Miz switched his name with somebody else's to get the match with LA Knight, and Ron Cena says, I know who you stole the opportunity from, and I have it right here. And The Miz says, give me that. Wait. Joe Hendry? And you said his name, Miz. What did you think was going to happen? You got to believe it in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is here, and it's fun, whatever. Joe Hendry and Ron Cena lay out The Miz with a 5-knuckle shuffle and a standing ovation, and Ron Cena kind of gives a little rub to Joe Hendry. This was fun. This was kind of like I know that they were touting that they had surprises, so if this is a surprise, I'm surprised, and it was fun. So far on this show, I literally have no critiques. None. It has been a great show. Get ready to cry. John Cena versus the Ring General Gunther. And, oh man, I'm taking you guys step by step through this match. We're not going to miss anything in this, because this was a very late contender for Match of the Year, in my opinion, just because of the emotion it elicited through everybody watching it. First, we start out with just once-in-a-generation heel Gunther walking out in the all-black. The crowd just boo, not letting Gunther, Gunther's just soaking it up. He doesn't care about the boos. He knew that this was going to happen, and he's just soaking it all in. But then we have the greatest of all time. Everybody chanting for Cena, and he comes out, and he's just taking it all in. It's his last entrance, and I can't really do it justice with just words, but he holds up that towel. The last time is now. He goes, let's go to work. Runs down, but he goes in the ring, but takes a little quick out of the ring to say hello to Trish, Eve Torres, Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, Elias, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. They're all out there. It was fun. I liked it. He just respecting all the legends, but now we have to go to the introductions. Lillian Garcia does a wonderful job as always. Gunther just getting booed as soon as his name is said. Lillian Garcia does the full the never seen 17, the greatest of all time, the last real champion, celebrating with everybody here in DC for the final time. And then the bell rings. And this match, it really felt like there were two parts of this match. Gunther just completely dominating Cena. Lariat, chop, knocking down Cena with every single one, yelling at the ref, ask him if he quits. Just every time gets up, he hits 5 lariats in a row, and John Cena just still fighting out of everything. Gunther's locking in a few sleeper holds at this point, nothing really going too crazy, but then Gunther and Cena go to the outside, and Gunther throws him into the barricade. Throws him into the steel steps, and then drags some steel steps over by the announce table and starts celebrating. He goes, oh, word life, you can't see me. To the crowd. Huge boos. Gunther just still soaking all the mega heat in, and he goes to powerbomb Cena through the table. But nah. Cena puts him through the table with an AA. Throws Gunther in the ring. 1, 2, no. Gunther's not going down that easy. Cena has to think. Avalanche AA. 1, 2, no. And then after this, Cena saying, hey, one last time, guys. One last time. You can't see me. Huge clothesline. And then Gunther just takes control. Sleeper hold. Cena fights out. Sleeper hold, Cena fights out. Cena gets a little bit more offense, but then Gunther just grabs him, takes him back down. Cena then looks to be out. The ref grabs him. 1, 2, no. Cena is still fighting. Cena will never give up. He still has all the hustle in his body until Gunther elbows it out of him, just berating him with huge elbows, locks in the sleeper hold. Cena gives a little smile and taps out. Wow. I mean, it is such an emotional ending. The crowd sucked for this, to be honest. I get that the life was sucked out of them by Cena tapping out, but think about the symbolism of John Cena knowing he can't fight any longer, and he has no other choice because his body is so broken down to just accept his fate and tap out. It was a beautiful ending, truly symbolic. I truly loved the story element of it. Now, I did want Cena to win, but I mean, Gunther just became the number one heel for the next 5 years at least with this, tapping out John Cena. And shout out, people, the crowd was booing relentlessly, chanting bullshit at Cena, getting, upset, and Cena's like, hey, that's, that was it, man. That's all I got. And I loved that storytelling. Whenever Triple H came out, the crowd was just booing. I mean, the crowd really put me in a sour mood after this amazing night because they were upset that John Cena didn't win. I mean, I picked John Cena in my predictions. Did I think he was actually going to win? No. It was an emotional pick. I mean, Gunther, the whole story was that he was going to make Cena quit. So, I mean, you kind of needed to have Gunther win this, in my opinion. I just loved the smile and then the little tap at the end. It just gave me the full closure to John Cena's career. Now, it still doesn't feel real, but once we saw him sitting there, and once we saw Cody and Punk give him the belts so he can hold them up one more time in all the corners, and he was just, he's like, I don't really want to do this, but, let's see who's, he even, made it into a little fan interaction thing, because that's who John Cena is. And then he puts his Skechers, it looks like, in the middle of the ring with all of his armbands, while all of the locker room that was there that night look on and just witness greatness leave the ring one final time. A lot of the wrestlers have tears in their eyes. Cena broke during the video package a little bit, because how would you not? I broke a little bit too. It was just so amazing how great John Cena is. He goes to the top, gives a one more bow, salutes, walks through, and there's only one thing left to say, which is thank you, John Cena. Thank you, the greatest of all time. Thank you, the never seen 17. But what's most important is that we can all now see you, John. And for right now, on this emotional night, that's it.